Okay, welcome all to Financial Fitness Program. Uh, it's so nice to see you all once again after a long break. I hope everyone had a great and happy Diwali and very prosperous. Wish you all once again a prosperous Deepavali. And Deepavali is specially linked with stock market. So I'm every year I'm very much excited about Deepavali. We have it's a start of a new year, new financial year traditionally. So it's also a very great thing for all of us. Okay, so with uh, after a break, let's begin with something new. And I am conducting this Bollinger Band exclusively for after Diwali. Okay, so welcome all. Welcome to Financial Fitness. My name is Samir Bapat, and today we are going to learn about how to earn money using Bollinger Bands plus ATR. Before we begin, I would like to thank you all for your time. I know you have busy lives, offices have started, you have to go to office. Maybe many of you have to go to office, come back, 1 hour additional of your time is getting consumed. Still, you chose to join here. I'll make sure it is well worth your time. So let's begin with that. And this is our motto of financial fitness. It's a gain knowledge, take action, and earn money. So I am expecting each and every one of you to gain knowledge, post the session, and earn money. This is a disclaimer which I need to show. So it's a knowledge sharing session. Okay, so let's straight away dive into Bollinger Bands without wasting a single minute. Now, here we have a Bollinger. This is the chart of HDFC Life. This is a daily chart of HDFC Life. And what I will do is I will put the Bollinger Band indicator on this. So let's put, you have to go to indicators. I'll go a little slow. So you have to go to indicators in trading view. Click on indicators, go and type Bollinger Band. So you will have this Bollinger Bands. Don't go anything where some name is written, because it is someone has done his own coding for himself, and it is given to all. Go for the vanilla version, which is a default version in uh, trading view. So let's select this simple Bollinger Bands, click and close. So we have this Bollinger Band. Can everyone see this shaded area, some band going above the HDFC Life? Yes? Okay, great. So this is a Bollinger Band. I'll just tell you different components of Bollinger Bands. First thing first, not to go into very detail, like you can find a lot of things on Google, who made it, why he made it, and everything, and what is the calculation and all. I will not go into that. I'll simply share three things with you. One is the inputs. Whatever input are taken for Bollinger Bands is based on 20 days closing price. So it's a 20 days closing price it is taken. Second, the central line here, I'll just make it darker. The central orange line, I just made it dark. This is a moving average. It's a moving average of 20 days. So that is first component. It's like a mean line. So a moving average is the price will go around it. From here, from this moving average, based on the volatility, based on the volatility, standard deviations are plotted. Two standard deviations on the upper side and two standard deviations on the lower side is plotted. So this is the orange line is the moving average based on the volatility. What is volatility? See, when the candles are very small, that means the market is not knowing what to do. It's like peaceful, life is going peacefully, or maybe without any direction. But suddenly, when there is a huge candles like this and the price goes up or up and down very fast, that means कुछ हलचल हो रही है market में. When that halchal happens in the market, that is called a volatile time in the market. When the very small candles are formed, it is like no volatility market. So if there is a high volatility, the Bollinger Band will, the size of Bollinger Band will increase. So this measurement is 2 deviations up, 2 deviations down. So this is called the upper band. This is the upper band. So I'll just make the upper band thick so that it is furthermore clearly visible, and I'll make the lower band thick so that it is visible. So there are predominantly three components of Bollinger Bands: moving average, upper band, lower band, standard deviation. People in professional world, they must be knowing that. How many of you know bell curve? Normally, for 20 years, I used to hear about bell curve, and they'll form a bell curve, and then they will give gradings as per the A, B, C, D. Yes, there is where it is used also standard deviation in bell curve also. And Six Sigma predominantly it is used, but we'll not go into that academics. Uh, but standard deviation, if you want to find out that, it is okay. Otherwise, this indicator is by default available. Now, how to use this indicator? So now we have put the Bollinger Band on the price movement. I'll hide. So this is our price movement, HDFC Life. Over that, we have put the Bollinger Bands. What is the best way of using Bollinger Bands? Best way of using Bollinger Bands is, let's say if I cut this, those who don't know replay mode, this is the replay mode. I'll take it and let's say I'll cut it. See the width of, can you see the width of Bollinger Band for this date, for 16 September, the upper band is here and lower band is here. So the width is huge. Can I have yes if you are able to observe the width is huge, correct? Yes. As compared to the width on this day where I am drawing the line. This is where I have drawn the line. If you see the width between the upper band and lower band is low. So Bollinger Band indicates visually, again, all these indicators were developed in quest of when should I enter, when should I buy, and when should I exit. Same way, if you see this Bollinger Band, it is so huge. The upper band and lower band, it is so far away. Here it is so nearby to each other on 23rd, 24th of August. One of the techniques which we are going to learn today to earn money by using Bollinger Band is to buy when the upper band and lower band is very nearby. This is an indication that the volatility has reduced, and any time the stock is going to spring out and go in either direction. Either it can go up or it can go down, but it will go in some direction. So we should be always be looking in search. We should be always in search of such compressions. These are the compressions which are forming. So when it is compressed, we should find this. If you see here also, it got compressed. Once it got compressed and it came out. So that is what we are looking in Bollinger Bands trading. We should be alert when this compression happens. Now the problem is that, okay, fine, theoretically it is okay if compression is there, but how much compression is a good compression? How many of you have this question right now? Can I have yes if you have this question? ठीक है, compression is there, it is okay, but when should we decide how much compression is a good compression? When should we be ready for the trading? Correct. Theoretically it is okay, compression hai, but how much is too much? So for that, what we do is we take the help of ATR, average true range. What we will be doing is, over and above this indicator, we will also put one more indicator, which is called ATR, which is average true range, and it is plotted something like this. This is a average true range. I'll just make it thick so that it is clearly visible. Now, everyone can see this brown line. I have plotted this ATR below. Yes. Now, this ATR, what is it? It is also a sort of measure of volatility. See, like I said, when the volatility is very low, the band will compress. Now, if I have to search for it easily, that okay, which stock the volatility has reduced, where the band has compressed, I can easily find through ATR. So what I have done is, I would request everyone to open a free account in ChartLink. ChartLink is a fantastic tool. I'll just type chartlink.com. You can put it here. I'll put it in the chat. Okay. So I would request everyone to open a free account in ChartLink. They have paid and free account. Free account is also fantastic. So free account in ChartLink. What I have done is, I've made a simple formula that when the average true range value is the lowest in last 100 days, see, is less than the last 100 days, when the average true range value is lowest, tell me what all stocks are in that range. I have taken only Nifty 200 stocks. Like we have Nifty 50, Nifty 100. I have taken Nifty top 200 stocks. I have put that filter. Right now there is nothing. Then everyone okay? So far so good? Am I too fast? Okay. Yes, if okay, I am okay. Yeah, okay. Okay, so repeat is, see, I have put this ATR. I have put this indicator as a ATR. Okay. Now, what I have done is, I want then when the ATR value goes, is the lowest in last 100 days. See, ATR value is here, 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 here. When it becomes the lowest as compared to last 100 days, I want that information. Okay. For that, I take a help of a tool called ChartLink. I have shared the ChartLink. You can see this name, Chart and ChartInc. Sorry, ChartInc. In that, I have written a simple code. Everyone can copy this. You can take a snapshot right now. You can program it also. It's very simple in that, no rocket science required. So what it does is, whenever the average true range is less than lowest in the last 100 days, it will give me an indication. Okay, so far so good. Average true range, Nitin, it is average true range. It's again a measure of volatility. How much volatile is the market? Lesser the ATR, not the market, the stock. Lesser the ATR, lesser is the volatility of that stock. Satish cannot see the screen. How many of you cannot see the screen? Satish, others are able to see. Okay. Okay, great, thanks. So now what I have done is, I have made this, and I was able to download the Excel sheet, and I have taken a download. I'll share the download here. So what it does is, it has given me the date when this was, the ATR was lowest in last 100 days. I'll just pick up, see, can you see, I don't know if you can see, can you see HDFC Life written here for 2 August? Yes, 2nd of August, HDFC Life, it gave a signal because it gives a historical data also. We'll go through one by one all this. PGHH, Cummins, HDFC Life, everything will go one by one. So what has happened on 2nd of August in HDFC Life? So let's go on the screen. 2nd of August, if you zoom in, 2nd of August 2000, see here, this is the, it gave a signal on 2nd of August. This is the 2nd of August, 2nd of August. Okay, 2nd of August, here, it was, okay, now see, I'll draw a line here also so that relatively you can see here, okay, what I'm trying to say. Just hold on. Okay, now. Okay, now, can you see this a brown line? I have made a cross here. The value of ATR, if you see in the past, roughly if you see, no need to measure, but if you see in the past 100 days of this brown line, this point is the lowest. Agreed? This brown line, which is ATR line, in past 100 days, it has dipped to the lowest. Agreed? Yes, no, very important to understand this. Yes? Once it dips, that means ATR is telling us we are taking the 100 days, it is the lowest point. ATR is telling us the volatility has crushed a lot. It's a good time to enter into stock because Bollinger Band may get compressed. So if we see here, I'll just cut it. Let's say we cut this day. Okay, we cut on this day. See, this is the Bollinger Band. Now we don't know whether it is compressed or not, but the ATR has told us that it has gone down below the 100 days value. So the Bollinger Band is good to go. So far so good. We have put a Bollinger Band, we have put a ATR, we found from the chart link filter, okay, which day it is lowest in 100 days, we are ready with that. Now what we do is, we place our entry at the top of the Bollinger Band. This is the top of the Bollinger Band. We will place our entry here. We'll place our entry, again, it's a breakout trade. It's not a pullback trade, it's a breakout trade. When it will cross this line, the upper band, we will be in trade. So we have placed our order at, this is 700. So it's 700 we have placed. So let's go ahead. Again, the band is coming down. So we can as well adjust to the upper band. We have brought down our entry to here. Okay, let's go ahead. 1, 2, 3. Again, the band has gone down. We will adjust our entry here. And so every day we can bring down our entry because the band is getting compressed and furthermore. So we started to look further, the ATR has gone down. That means it is further good. And then let me expand it if you want. And then I think next day it entered. Okay, no, not yet. Again, further the band has gone down. We can further reduce our entry here. And once it's crosses, okay, it's going sideways. And on 25th August, we are able to enter at the value. What is the value? Around 680, we are able to enter. We were trailing the band high. As soon as the ATR gave us the signal, we were trailing the, we were placing our orders on the upper band of this Bollinger. Then it went flat. We were keeping our orders. It entered at this location. It went up. We are in order. We are in trade on 25th of August. Just cross is okay. Crosses is okay. Crosses is fine. Need not close. If it crosses, because we are placing the stop market order, even if it crosses, we are good to go. We have entered. What is the stop loss? The low of the band. So this is our entry. This is okay. This is okay. So someone from Lenovo is asking why on the upper band? Because we are talking about the cash market. We are buying the shares only. So that's why I'm putting it on the upper band. If you want to short, you can short on the lower side also. So I'll put it as a stop loss. Where is the stop loss? Stop loss is at the lower band. So this is our entry. This is our exit, initial exit. Once it goes up, then when is our exit? So if it goes up, let's say it goes up, shoots up. See, as you can see, it compressed here. We entered when the compression started opening up, and see how much the Bollinger Band has widened. The volatility has increased. It has gone up, up, up. Till when we will be in the trade? As long as it is not closing above the average line. As soon as it closes below the moving average, we will exit the trade. Okay, so here it closed below the moving average. We will exit the trade, and so this is what is our profit. Clear? Yes. Okay. Someone said this was not the highest compression. It's very difficult to define the highest compression, right? Santosh, it is very difficult to define where is the compression is the highest. How much is the highest, or how much close it should come? It will go vary from stock to stock. So to make our life easy, I have made this workaround, right? Okay. So everyone okay? I'll repeat with one more example. Okay, I'm deleting all of this. I will explain with another stock. So now what I have done is, since I have taken the download, let's see, the next stock is in August, PGHH, Procter and Gamble, Health and something. Okay, so let's change our scenario to, okay, so let's see how the Procter and Gamble is behaving. Okay, now here it is, what date is there? Procter and Gamble, where it has gone? It's on 2nd of October. So 2nd of October, 2nd of October. Okay, so this is the place where the charting gave signal that, okay, the ATR is lowest of all the days here. The ATR is lowest in all the days at this point. It went further down, but it told, the ATR told that it is the lowest. So start trailing the upper band. So we start trail the upper band, and mostly I think here or here will be entering. So our entry will be here. The first stop loss will be below the band below. So this is our entry. This is our stop loss. I'll make it red. So first stop loss is at the lower band. This, the day we enter, the lower band is our stop loss. Okay. Then once it breaks out, it goes up. Then whenever it closes below the average line, okay, whenever it closes below the average line, you exit, because that is most likely it will start moving sideways, or you can have some other what you can say, other stop. As you can see here, within Nifty 200 itself, what I have taken a download, I'll just increase the resolution to 150 or 200. Can you see the this thing? This is the dump I have taken from charting. When the ATR went down below the 100, it was lowest in the 100 days. Okay, So as you can see, every day one signal. See, second it is coming. Okay. Then Cummins India, HDFC Life, Ind Hotel, ICICI GI. Let's take Cummins India. Next, let's take Cummins India, and I will explain the first stop again. Okay, let's go to Cummins India. Okay, now I am explaining the third time. I'll explain in detail. So please pay attention. Whoever has, please everyone. Okay, final time. Ready? How many of you are ready? Can I have yes from all of you if you are ready to go step by step to understand this process of trading in ATR? Okay, now I'll put the Cummins India chart here. We have Cummins India. Okay, now point number one, Cummins India, we have put the chart. Point number two, I went to Chart Inc. I made a simple program because we want to know when the compression is maximum in this, because the challenge in Bollinger Band is to know how much compression is good enough to start placing the orders. Is this compression good enough or this compression is good enough? Very difficult to define in Bollinger Band standalone. That's why we have to add one more function called ATR to understand that the volatility has really come down. Okay, so that's why we are using the help of ATR to determine whether the volatility is high or low. Because whenever there is a low volatility, the Bollinger Band will get compressed. Everyone okay? Why we are using ATR? Yes, no? Correct? Because Bollinger Band, it is very difficult to find how much compression is good enough compression. So we are using ATR. In ATR, we want to know whenever the ATR reaches the lowest value in last 100 days. Okay. Whenever the ATR reaches the lowest in last 100 days, we will start looking at Bollinger Bands. Okay. So I have made this simple logic in that average true range is less than least in last 100. So this is what command I have written. You can just take a snapshot and put it in charting. Okay. Once this will give you output. So this output came on 2nd of August. As you can see, if you can see, I'm taking my mouse on 2nd of August. Relatively, can you see the ATR is at the lowest in last 100 days? The brown line went up, and on 2nd of August, it has come down. It has become the lowest in last 100 days. Yes, no? Here is my mouse below. I'm moving my mouse. If you can observe, the earlier brown line, the ATR line was above it. So it was above it for 100 days. So this is the lowest point in last 100 days. Whenever the lowest point in last 100 days is reached, we start looking at the Bollinger Band and we place our order. So, okay, so this is 2nd of August. It reached the lowest in 100 days. We go to Bollinger Band and we place our orders. This is where 2nd of August, the ATR went to the lowest point in last 100 days. Brown line is looking like this. We go to Bollinger Bands and we place our order on the upper band where we'll place this is a breakout trade. All my trades are breakout trade, as you must have observed. We will place our order here to buy. This is our buy line, and the next day it entered. So whenever it is crossing, we will buy at 880. Once it crosses, the lower band is our initial stop loss. If it closes below this, we will exit. Otherwise, we'll be in trade. We are in trade. Once it starts moving up, then our next exit point is when it closes below the midline. Okay, Here, has it closed below the moving average line? Yes? Yes, no? Yes? So we exit next day. We exit the next day because we'll not be able to exit the same day. We exit the next day peacefully on open. See, it opened here, we would be able to exit. Aniruddha, it is default. It is default 20 days. It is the Bollinger Band inbuilt 20. Okay. Nikhil, it is by default. It is default 20 days only in Bollinger Band. So this is, I have not created, this is created in the Bollinger Bands itself. By default, it will have. Okay. We don't have to enter stop loss value every day. Whenever it closes below the midline, we'll be exiting this way. And believe me, there are lots of every day. I'll just show you the dump. Okay, just in, can you see the dump? How many of you can see the dump here for the, I've taken whatever the code I have written in charting. This is every day you will get one or the other here. You'll get some signal, ONGC, Adani Greens, Adani Port, everything you will get signal. Every 2-3 days, one signal you will get for Bollinger Band. So don't worry that, okay, I am earning only 7%, 8%. That is going to be every same money you can rotate in this, keep on rotating in all this. See, you can see every month 7 to 8 signals are coming in only Nifty 200. I am not even going to Nifty 500. It will be too huge. Nifty 200 itself, there are so many companies which are giving the signal. Okay. Now, one more thing. Some people will say, okay, 5-7%, I am not interested. What should I do? Go to weekly chart. Okay, how many of you say, okay, I am tired of this 5-5%, yeah, I don't want to do this 5%. Correct? So, go to weekly chart. If you are not very happy with daily chart, go to weekly chart. Weekly chart, same principle. See, you can see the ATR here. If you see the ATR here, it is at the lowest of the last 100 weeks. Almost, correct? If I measure from here, just let me delete this. If you see the ATR here, is the ATR value lowest at this point, 2nd of November, in the last 100 weeks? Because now we are going on a weekly chart, it has to be in last 100 weeks. So let's see whether it was in 100 weeks or not. Okay, 100 weeks. Okay, this is the 100 weeks. Okay, so let's say approximately this is the 100 weeks. So if you see, since 2018, the Cummins chart was going down, down, down. This ATR was the lowest in 100 weeks, lowest point. We start using this, we keep our entry here, and we exit here. Okay, so if you want to play, okay, you don't want to play 1 or 2 weeks like that, you can as well go for a weekly, and you can hold from November to May until May. You can use the same system for using little longer term rather than doing it on a shorter term. Okay. Jitu, you can have a look again, replay button, you can do that. Okay. Okay. Great. Okay, fine. So everyone found it good, easy way of earning money, good way of earning money. How many of you found it interesting? Yes, very interesting. Okay, great. Thank you so much. So we'll open, first of all, I'll stop the recording.